Member for Cypress Hills Grasslands.
Speaker, and I present a petition on behalf of 7,456 residents of Canada. Call upon the Government of Canada and the United Nations to ensure that Christians and other minorities living in Iraq and Syria enjoy a citizenship with equal rights, that they are provided with dignified living conditions, that Christians are given a prominent role in reconciling and rebuilding society. They call on the Government of Canada and the United Nations to do three things: ensure that the current and future legal frameworks in Syria and Iraq fully promote and protect the equal and inalienable rights of their citizens, irrespective of race or religion. They safeguard the dignified and continued improvement of living conditions for all citizens, but especially for returning refugees and the internally displaced, including through provision of adequate housing, education and jobs, and that they identify and equip religious leaders and faith-based organizations to play a constructive and central role in reconciling and rebuilding both Syria and Iraqi societies. Mr. Speaker, I have a second petition on behalf of some folks in my riding and just outside who would say, whereas equality means that all people are treated fairly without discrimination, and whereas individuals holding Christian beliefs in Canada are experiencing discrimination and that some laws are contrary to the practice of their religious or conscience beliefs, therefore we call on the House of Commons to exercise their religious beliefs and conscience rights both in their private and public acts without coercion, constraint or discrimination. I call on the government to amend Section 241 of the Criminal Code, the Medical Assistance in Dying and the Civil Marriage Act to provide Christians and their faith-based institutions protection from its provisions, and secondly, that the government enact a policy to provide a review of any new legislation as may be brought in future by the government to ensure it does not impinge upon the religious rights of Christians in accordance with the historic continuity of the Canadian Bill of Rights and the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms.